So if you're injured, take a break. If you're sick, take a break. Relax. Take a breather. Recover. Heal. Give your body the chance to come back full strength, ready to train, and do the things that you really know you need to do to get ready for your next event. Happy Monday. Well, it's Monday for me. You can't hear it in my voice now, but I was sick for about a week. And during that time, I took time away from training. And if you're like me and you need external validation that it's okay for you to take time off, here I am to say, if you're sick or you're injured, take a break. Take time away, rest, recover, heal. Miss the time now, so that when you need the time to be productive, when you need the time to be training at your best, to put in those hard weeks, you have the energy, you have the ability to do it. It doesn't make sense for you to be injured and sick and trying to train anyway. You're only gonna do more harm than good. So let's back up. A couple of important things to talk about here. First is, somehow, by the grace of God, I managed to find myself in the Mr. Health and Fitness competition. There's going to be a link in the description. Go ahead and go vote for me. I'm probably going to be the only endurance athlete amongst a bunch of super ripped, muscly gym guys. Perfect. That's fine. We need to stick together in the endurance community, so if you got some time, go and vote for me. Link in the description. The second thing is, do the YouTube things. Like, share, subscribe, comment, do the algorithm things. We are 6 weeks out this week from the Great Divide 100 miler in Divide, Colorado, and training is ramping up. I took a week off from training because I was sick. I have twin toddlers. They got sick after we had taken them to the park. If you have kids, you know. Once they're sick, it's gonna come around the whole house. I got sick, my wife got sick. It was miserable. I do not do a good job of granting myself the grace to take time away from my training. I need someone other than myself or my wife or my family or someone who's really close to tell me that it's okay for me to take some time off, take time away, that it's okay to recover and get healthy. Especially being 8 weeks out when I got sick, I needed to take time to rest and recover so that I could have a better training week last week and this week. If I had tried to train through that illness, through being sick, my week would have been garbage. I wouldn't have hit my goals. I would have been more mentally discouraged because I wasn't hitting my goals. And if you're like me, you need someone else to say, it's okay. Now, my wife has a history of telling me when it's time to take a break. Sometimes she's right, and sometimes she's not. And that's okay. We don't always see eye to eye on that kind of stuff. That's the nature of being in a relationship. Sometimes I'm wrong, and that's how it happens. I needed to find a way to get that validation that I needed because I needed to take the time away. My body knew it. I just didn't know it. So I texted my coach and I said, I don't feel good. I'm run down. I can't hardly breathe. My vision is a little bit impaired because I have so much pressure in my head from the snot, the buildup, the coughing, the gross. I don't think I can run today. And one day turned into 1 week. And I took that time to rest and to eat and to recover and to heal my body. And then this last week, I got right back to it. And we took it a little easier, and that's how we should do it. We should take the time, ramp back in a little bit slowly, and now this week, we're right back to it. I missed a week of training, sure. I'm 8 weeks out from a checkpoint race. That's fine. 1 missed week, 1 week of recovery when the body is saying stop was so necessary and is going to lead to better training this week and next week and the following week. And we have this build section going right now that's going to lead right into a nice little taper into that race. And if I didn't take the time 2 weeks ago to relax and to let my body heal, this build wouldn't be possible. It would not happen. I wouldn't be able to do it physically, mentally. The same is true with injuries. We all know that there's a difference between injury and pain. That's how it's going to be. Pain, you should be able to run through. We're going to run through discomfort. That's part of what we do. That's what makes what we do so impressive, is that we run through so much pain and discomfort, and we embrace that and we find the pain cave. Injury is different. When you're injured, you need to rest and recover. You have to take a step back. If you don't, things are going to get worse, and you'll have to rest for longer later. Again, I need someone else to tell me that it's time to take a break. I can't tell myself that. My close family and friends can't even tell me that, for the most part. My crew can tell me that. My coach can tell me that. So I needed to text my coach. I needed to seek that validation from some external source. And it's my responsibility to communicate how I'm feeling to those people. I'm not feeling great. I don't feel like I can go out and do the workout the way that it needs to be done today. And the response was, that's fine. Let's take some time now. Let's recover now. Get yourself healthy. And then in a week or two, we'll be right back to it. No big deal. You're going to be putting in the training. You're going to be putting in the time. You're going to be doing the blocks. You're going to be ready. But if you don't rest now, none of that other stuff can happen. So be kind to yourself. And if you need an external source of validation, hi, take a break, rest, recover, get well, then go work out hard and do your thing. Find someone to text, find a friend, find a coach, find an online community that you can run your symptoms past, whether that's illness, injury, mental health, whatever it is. Find someone you can run that past that will tell you honestly when it's time to rest and when you need to suck it up and push through. Because sometimes we need to do that. Sometimes we do have to put up with that discomfort, that level of, I just don't feel great today. You're not going to feel great every day. In fact, during a race, you're probably going to feel like shit. But you have to find a way to work through that sometimes, not all the time. And having a community, having people you can bounce that off of is so important to what we do. Someone who can tell you when it's time to take a break, and someone who can tell you when it's time to suck it up, Buttercup. It's time to get out there and do it, because if you don't do it now, there's no way in hell you're going to do it on race day. And you have to learn at some point. And there's a difference. There's a fine line there. And we all walk it. And sometimes we step on one side or the other and we miss it. And that's okay. The important thing is to learn from when you do that. In the past, I have absolutely run when I was injured, when I was sick, when I wasn't feeling it and I wasn't all there. Those workouts sucked, and some of them I needed. Some of them I needed to suck and be tough and be hard. And some of them I probably should have rested. I probably made it worse for myself for the next 2 or 3 weeks because I didn't rest and recover. And that's a personal thing. You're going to have to find that balance for yourself. But using your community, using the people around you, communicating with them, finding out how they make those decisions will inform how you make those decisions. And you're going to make a different decision every time. And that's okay. Sometimes you'll get it right. Sometimes you'll get it wrong. That's just how it goes. A lot of this is trial and error. The things you can look out for: heart rate. Your heart is going to tell you in advance what's going on. If you're having trouble getting your heart rate to go up, if you're stuck in zone 1 and you can't get your body moving enough to get your heart rate out of there, you might be getting sick. You might not feel it yet, but it might be coming. If your heart rate skyrockets and you can't get it to come back down no matter how slow you go, you might be getting sick, and that might be your body saying, whoa, I need some time to recover because something's going on. I'm working overtime on something else. I can't do this right now. If you're overly tired, if you just can't stay awake during the day, maybe take a nap and don't go for your run right away. If you're having trouble getting your turnover up, if your feet are just a little bit slow and you can't get them to move, might be time to take a rest. If your lungs don't feel like you can breathe all the way down into your diaphragm, if you're having trouble catching your breath, even if you're in zone 1 and you feel like you're just panting, you might be getting sick. It might be time to take a break. If that pain in your hip goes further than the glute and your joint is causing you a problem, or if your knees aren't just sore and there's sharp pain, it might be time to take a break. If you're super stiff in your upper body and you can't turn your head without turning your entire torso, it might be time to take a break. Get a massage, go to the pool, find some way to work that out before you go out and pound the pavement or pound a trail again. This is just stuff I kind of look for. It's going to be different for you. Everyone's body is different. That's what makes this so cool. So if you find yourself at a crossroads between, do I go, do I not go? Am I sick? Am I okay? Am I injured? Am I uncomfortable? What's this pain? Evaluate all of these things. Think about it. Get an outside opinion. Find resources. Communicate with your family, your friends, your crew, your coach, your community, whoever it is. Ask them. And remember how you feel, what you did, and what it led to. What you decide to do today, you might not remember 2 weeks from now. So maybe write it down. Then in 2 weeks, figure out, should I have rested? Or is my training really going well? And did I do the right thing? And apply that to the next time. So for now, I'm back to it. I had a week off. I'm feeling better. We're right back at it. But tomorrow's another day. I'm gonna go run tomorrow. Go vote for Mr. Health and Fitness, preferably for me, and I'll see you in the next one. We might be doing more of these more frequently. I'm getting better at the editing piece of this. Who knows? We'll see you next time.